As part of the lame duck session, Republican lawmakers put new limits on early voting. The state's most populous counties this year started voting in September, but Republicans want to limit early voting to no more than 2 weeks before an election. A federal judge has previously ruled that unconstitutional. We're talking now with Scott Ross of One Wisconsin Now, the organization whose attorneys brought that case. Scott Ross, good to have you back on the program.
Great to be here, Mike.
So where are you in the process of determining whether or not you might go to court again?
Well, our attorneys are going through what they passed, line by line, word by word, syllable by syllable, because it's very clear. The federal judge in our 2016 case ruled that attacking early voting by the Republicans was racially motivated and designed to keep people from voting. Now, we just had record-setting early voting. 565,591 people went out and early voted, 20% of the voting population. And, you know, a bunch of people going out and record-setting early voting isn't an emergency. It is democracy. And now we have the Republicans attacking early voting and really flying in contempt of what the federal judge decided.
Based on what you've seen in this legislation, obviously you've looked at it to some degree already, are the grounds for a lawsuit similar to what they were before?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, Robin Vos and the Republicans are trying to undo the will of the people. They are trying to rig elections for partisan gain. The judge was very clear in his decisions over and over again. You know, if you read the decision, just how effective the Republicans were in trying to suppress legal voters from going out and casting the ballot. This is what this is. This is what they're doing now. Like, what on earth, after we had record early voting, do we need to go in and change those rules? I would point out, too, Governor Walker himself on the 25th of September put out a video saying, everybody go out and vote. That was 43 days before the election, 6 weeks.
Republican leadership says this time will be different if this is challenged in court because there are differences between the legislation that was passed in the lame duck session and previous legislation. Specifically, people would be allowed to vote at night. People would be allowed to vote on weekends. Does that make a difference in this case?
Absolutely not. Not from what we see, because again, early voting was about giving people access to the polls. Why would you shut down access to the polls? There's no justification for it other than a partisan attack on early voting because the Republicans, Robin Vos, you know, doesn't like the fact that they didn't win the election, and they are going, you know, they are using this lame duck session in order to try and undo the will of the people.
There is a lot in this legislation that Democrats, progressives do not like. Will your organization look at other components of the legislation to possibly challenge in court?
Oh, we've definitely been looking at all the components of the legislation to see what's in there. If not in court, we're definitely letting the media know that, hey, there are things in here that you didn't even know. You know, for instance, you know, taking away job tracking numbers from WEDC to be able to dole out money to businesses under that. It was just very, I mean, you know, we're just seeing news of that, you know, recently. All across the board, this is unprecedented. It's not just unprecedented, it's undemocratic, it's unconstitutional, it's un-American. This is not what the voters said in November. The voters said, come together, solve problems. That's why they put Tony Evers in the governor's office. That's why they put Josh Kaul in the attorney general's office. And the Republicans are trying to undo those election results.
All right. Scott Ross is the executive director of One Wisconsin Now. Thanks very much for being back on the program.
Thank you, Mike.
Next on Up Front, the timing of the extraordinary session and why it could work to Republicans' advantage.